Once upon a time in a faraway land, there lived a poor man named Ali Baba. Ali Baba had a younger brother named Qasim who was always trying to get more money from their already poor family. One day, Qasim went out into the forest to try and hunt some birds so they could sell them at the market. But he wasn't very good at hunting birds, and he ended up returning home empty-handed. The next day, Qasim went back into the forest, but this time he decided to follow a large group of birds. Maybe if he didn't try to catch them, they would lead him to their nests. And this plan almost worked. The birds led him right to a beautiful tree with many branches. There must have been dozens of nests in this tree, and each nest was filled with eggs. Qasim was just about to collect all the eggs when he heard voices coming from inside the tree. So he hid behind a bush and listened. There were 40 men talking inside the tree, and they sounded like thieves. They were arguing about how to divide the treasure that they had stolen from a nearby village. And then one of the men said, "I think we should go to the forest market tomorrow and sell our loot." Qasim thought to himself, "That's perfect. I can collect all these eggs, take them to the market, and sell them myself." So the thieves left the next morning, and Qasim quickly collected all the eggs from the tree. He put the eggs in a sack and hurried to the market. Meanwhile, the 40 thieves were at the market selling their loot when suddenly they saw a man carrying a sack. All 40 thieves thought to themselves, "Hey, that looks exactly like the sack we used to carry our treasure." They surrounded Qasim and said, "What's in your sack?" Qasim lied and said, "I'm just a poor man carrying some bird eggs to sell at the market." The thieves didn't believe him, so they opened the sack and found the eggs. Then one of the thieves said, "Well, it looks like you aren't carrying any treasure. You can go free," and Qasim returned home without selling any eggs. When he told his brother Ali Baba what had happened, Ali Baba was furious. "Those thieves tricked me," he said. "We need to get our revenge." Ali Baba took 40 empty sacks and went down to the riverbank. He put one sack in the water and pulled it back out. Then he put 2 sacks in the water and pulled them back out. He kept doing this until he had 40 sacks full of dirt. Then he took all 40 sacks and threw them into the forest. He threw them right into the tree where the thieves had hidden their treasure. Then he went back home and waited for the thieves to return. It wasn't long before the thieves came running out of the forest. "Help! Help!" they cried. "Someone has stolen our treasure." Ali Baba and his brother Qasim came out from their hiding places and laughed at the thieves. The thieves were so angry that they attacked Ali Baba and Qasim, but the brothers were too quick for them. They easily dodged all their attacks and beat up the 40 thieves. After the thieves had learned their lesson, Ali Baba let them go. He gave all the treasure to the poor people in the village, and he and his brother lived happily ever after. The end.